at Rashtrapati Bhavan in India, we can see that ceremonial welcome of Amir of Qatar, who was here on 2 days of state visit in India. In this historic move to deepen strategic and economic cooperation, India and Qatar have signed multiple agreements, including the landmark bilateral strategic partnership. At Hyderabad House, there was bilateral meetings between two premiers, Prime Minister Modi and Amir of Qatar, and this high-level participation from Qatari ministers, business leaders, and officials underscored Qatar's commitment to the strengthening economic and strategic relation with India. The highlight of the visit was commitment by the Qatar Investment Authority to invest $10 billion across Indian key sectors, including the infrastructure, technology, manufacturing, food security, logistics, and hospitality. So we can see that all the delegation, they had the good discussion at Hyderabad House, and followed by the Ministry of External Affairs media briefing in the evening, and which was addressed by Secretary Arun Chatterjee, that who described and elaborated all those key decisions that were taken between two premiers, and also between the delegation that which was accompanied with the Amir of Qatar.
This shows not only the strength of the relations between the two countries, but also the high personal regard that both the leaders have for each other. This is the second visit of His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al-Thani to India as Amir of the State of Qatar. He last visited India in March 2015. You may recall that Prime Minister Sheikh Narendra Modi paid his second visit to Qatar in February 2024. He had invited His Highness the Amir to pay a state visit to India at that time. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has held multiple meetings with Qatar's Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs, including on 1st January 2025 in Doha. His Highness the Amir of Qatar is accompanied by a high-level delegation comprising ministers, senior officials, and business leaders. The dignitaries who are accompanying His Highness include Qatar's Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al-Thani, as well as the Ministers of Commerce and Industry, Energy, Electronics and Information Technology, Labour, and the Minister of State for Foreign Trade. The CEOs of several top Qatari entities such as Qatar Investment Authority and Qatar Tourism are also part of the delegation. Coming to the program, this morning His Highness the Amir was received by the Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu, and Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi at the forecourt of the Rashtrapati Bhavan, where the Amir was accorded a ceremonial welcome. The Honorable President will be meeting His Highness in the evening today and also host a banquet reception in the honor of the Amir and the accompanying delegation thereafter. Just a while ago, the Prime Minister held bilateral talks with His Highness the Amir at Hyderabad House. Both leaders recalled the historic trade linkages, deep-rooted people-to-people ties, and robust bilateral relations between both the countries. They expressed the desire for further expanding and deepening of the multifaceted relationship between the two countries. Both sides have today agreed to elevate the relationship to a strategic partnership, and India and Qatar have signed an agreement in this regard today. Trade, investment and energy were among the major topics of discussion between the two leaders today. The trade today between India and Qatar is about $14 billion annually. Both sides have agreed to set a target to double this in the next 5 years. Qatar is also an important partner for investments in India. The Qatar's sovereign wealth fund, the Qatar Investment Authority, currently has about $1.5 billion FDI in India in sectors like retail, power, IT, education, health, affordable housing, etc. Now, both leaders today identified a number of areas in which the Qatar Investment Authority can increase investments in India. This includes infrastructure, ports, shipbuilding, energy, including renewable energy, smart cities, food parks, startups, and new technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, and machine learning. Prime Minister appreciated His Highness the Qatar Amir for bringing a large delegation of top Qatari businessmen for this visit. A joint business forum was held today under the co-chairmanship of the Ministers of Commerce and Industry of India and Qatar, in which top industrialists, companies and institutions of both countries held very productive interactions. Earlier, the Joint Business Council between India and Qatar, comprising of top businesses from both the countries, met virtually. We already have institutional mechanisms in place in this regard, and His Highness Amir's visit should lead to further growth in mutual investments. India and Qatar share a very vibrant partnership in the area of energy. Qatar is a major source of LNG for India. Both leaders today noted that
the state visit of His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al-Thani marks a turning point in India-Qatar relations. With record investment commitment, expanded trade partnership and the stronger institutional framework, the two nations are set to deepen their strategic and economic collaboration, benefiting their people, contributing to the regional and global stability. This is Dr. Shahid Siddiqui for WNN-ST live from India.
India and Qatar today enjoy deep-rooted friendly relations anchored in historic trade and people-to-people